What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to bring you an NFL trade prediction video on Haason Reddick. I believe the Eagles star pass rusher will be traded to the Atlanta Falcons this offseason. Now let's discuss why. So, before we get started, guys, comment down below if Haason Reddick is traded, what team do you believe is the best fit for him? I'm sure I'll see a bunch of Texans, Colts, Ravens, Rams in the list. So, let me know down below what's your personal opinion on it. And let's get into why my Atlanta Falcons will land Haason Reddick. So, first off, how we get here with the Reddick and the Eagles. Reddick joined the Eagles a couple years ago, but let's focus on the last 2 years. Last 2 years, the year prior to this year, 2022, he was one of their best players last 2 years ago. Super Bowl run, the entire defense was dominant, the offense was dominant, but they couldn't quite get it done in the final game of the season. And come to this year, they lost their defensive coordinator, Gannon. He's not a head coach for the Arizona Cardinals. Defense definitely suffered, and everyone took a step back. Even Reddick himself, but he's probably been the best player on that defense that returned from the following year. I think Jalen Carter has a say-so in being the best player overall, but he's a rookie, so he wasn't on the team in 2022. But Reddick probably was the best player that was on both rosters on the defense in the 2022-2023 season. And, I think he believes he's underpaid. He's making $16 million, pushing $16 million per year the last couple of years. And, I think this trade, not a trade, a man take it back, but the Eagles allow him to seek a trade because he came to them probably saying he wants a pay raise. The Eagles looking at their books like, we can't give you that, most likely. So, but there's a slim chance they can. We saw this last year a little bit with Darius Slay, Eagle star cornerback, who also was granted a secret trade. Then like a day or two later, he ended up signing or getting a little extension that he wanted. So it's a possibility that Haason Reddick and the Eagles can come to terms and him not be moved at all. But if he does actually be moved, I think my Falcons are the perfect spot for him. I think we will land him. First off, we have the cap space for it. We have $25 million in cap, plus we can also gain around $25 million more just by making three simple cuts. Taylor Heineke, Lorenzo Carter, and Jonnu Smith are all backups. Carter was a spot starter here and there for my Falcons, but he's been inconsistent as a pass rusher. And plus, you'll be replacing him with Haason Reddick. So that makes all the sense in the world there. We also have Arnold Ebiketie, who's also due, and one of our biggest guys should be a riser next season. So pair Ebiketie with Haason Reddick. There'll be a great upgrade there. Taylor Heineke, obviously our backup guy, had a couple starts. We can definitely upgrade the backup spot as well if we maybe Gardner Minshew or something like that, or keep Ritter and bring in a Kirk Cousins or a Russell Wilson. So I think Heineke can be moved on from a Jonnu Smith. Played fairly well, but it should be the Kyle Pitts show. And but Kyle Pitts should be the guy. So I'm not really concerned about losing Smith, who has been playing well for us though. I will not, just act like he was trash. He definitely was good for us. But as I've been saying, Haason Reddick, not him specifically, but I've been saying for the last 2 years doing videos on my Falcons that we need a pass rusher badly. And this upcoming draft, I did videos saying, hey, Leatu Latu at pick 8, Dallas Turner at pick 8, Jared Verse at pick 8. I've been saying for a while, I want no rookie quarterback. I'm still on that. But if we get Haason Reddick, we can forget about pass rusher so early on and get some help somewhere else. That's a big major need as well, and that's wide receiver. As of right now, I believe Drake London is the only receiver, or at least the only receiver worth talking about on our roster that's coming back for next year, already under contract. Scotty Miller, who didn't do nothing for us, he was a 1-year guy. Van Jefferson, a trade from the Ravens, a 1-year guy. Hollins, we got from the Raiders, free agency, but played for the Raiders the year before, 1-year guy. So there's nobody on our roster that's really worth noting that would be returning next season. So if the mock draft boards are looking like say it this way. If the actual draft pans out how some of these mock drafts are, A lot of people have Malik Neighbors or Roma Dunze dropping to pick 8. That's very possible. There's rumors about the Chargers at pick 5. They're going with maybe a tackle, maybe receiver, or maybe even Brock Bowers. Then you have the Titans. They probably going to go a tackle, Joe Alt, Olufushanu. The Jets, probably a tackle. So that leaves my Falcons with, maybe the option of Roma Dunze and or Malik Neighbors. And those two great wide receivers paired with Drake London, and also we have enough cap space as well to make the trade for Haason Reddick, bring some more pieces in, and probably still go after Russ and Kirk Cousins. I know another rumor is Kirk wants 2 years, around $95 million. But shoot, in a winning situation, in a good situation, would Kirk take a little less? 2 years, 80, 2 years, 75 to join my Falcons? I think it's possible. I really do. So, I think, and also our new head coach, Raheem Morris. Um, he's want to make. I think he wants to make a stamp on our defense, and by doing that, he's noticed, and I think he noticed in Los Angeles being with the Rams for a couple years now. He needs a dominant guy. Grady Jarrett's cool, coming off an injury. We'll see how he comes back. David Onyemata, cool. If you bring Calais Campbell back on another 1-year deal, cool. But there's no game changers in that front seven. There's no game changers. Haason Reddick will be that guy, pushing 30 years old, still young for a pass rusher, and he had his best year just a year ago. So it's not that far away. Like he's been trashed. The whole defense for the Eagles took a whole step down. The only one that really played well was the new guy in Jalen Carter. The whole Eagles defense was under construction. So bringing in Reddick for us, for a 3rd-round pick plus another day 3 pick or just a solid straight up 2nd-rounder, it should be enough to get Reddick. I know some Eagles fans saying first or nothing. That's not happening. A guy who you got to pay long term after this trade, you got to pay him long term, and he's also at 30 already or about to be 30 soon. There's no way you're gonna get the 1st rounder for him. He's been playing well. He's not been playing that well. So we'll definitely send or any team, the Texans, Colts, Rams, a 2nd-rounder straight up for Reddick. If you had a cap space, I think should be fine. If not, a 3rd and like I said, a pretty high day 3 pick, 5th-rounder, 4th-rounder, Mike can get it, maybe 5th-rounder, 6th-rounder, should get it done. 4th a little high too for 3rd and 4th, but he could be worth it. He could be worth it, so, but yeah, there are more teams out there that definitely want him, a bunch of teams probably, but realistically though, the teams that make me nervous and scare me are the Houston Texans. Clearly, the hottest name in defensive coaching as far as a head coach, but he's a defensive-minded coach. That's DeMeco Ryans, but does he want to spend and allocate that money to one pass rusher? And that's the thing there. Reddick has been playing well. You pair him with the Will Anderson Jr., they'll be insane. But they have so much money. Would they rather pair Will Anderson Jr. with a dominant D tackle like Chris Jones from the Chiefs? Because rumor is he won't be returning, but we'll see actually when things happen. Also another rumor, that we have to see as well about Pat Mahomes' contract, that him and the Chiefs are trying to restructure to bring back Chris Jones and Snead and some other guys. So, we'll see how everything shakes out. But, who would the Texans rather have? Chris Jones or Haason Reddick? Haason Reddick will be paid less, but he'll be another edge rusher. You have Chris Jones, paired him up, dominating the middle. You pair him up with Will Anderson Jr., they'll be a nice little force as well. So we'll see how the Texans do and how they spend their money. Also, another team that scares me as well is the Los Angeles Rams. They've been dying for a pass rusher. They've been in the rumor mill last couple years, especially trying to get Brian Burns from the Panthers the last couple years, offering 2 firsts. They were real desperate for one. Didn't get him. Obviously, Brian Burns wasn't moved at all. But we'll see. He's a free agent this year. Rumor is, again, another rumor, that the Panthers won't franchise tackle. So he'll be available, unrestricted free agent. The Rams might go after him then. So we'll see if they have their eyes set on him. Or maybe a Chase Young or something, if Chase Young does hit the open market as well. So It's interesting. There's a lot of teams out there that definitely need Haason Reddick services. The Ravens, the Colts, the Patriots, who already know that their defensive coach, their head coach, who's defensive minded as well, Gerard Mayo, might want to make a splash. His first time as a head coach. Let's bring in the big guns. Let's bring in Haason Reddick, trade for him. They have the picks, they have the cap space, and also have the cap space to sign more players as well to get better. So, we'll see what the Eagles or what Haason Reddick, I would say, him as an agent can come back with. But I'm hoping I'm thinking my Falcons as well will be right in first in line, in order to get Haason Reddick services. But like I said, the Houston Texans, the Rams definitely scare me, especially especially the Texans. I mean, they're hottest friskies right now. Everyone loves C.J. Stroud. You saw C.J. Stroud at the Super Bowl media stuff. He's everywhere, and everyone loves him. Like, it's crazy. So, we'll see if we can survive the Texans' onslaught and their fan base, and their rapid rise of their quarterback, and see if we can, fight off their momentum and bring Reddick to Atlanta. And also one little side note, he's from Jersey. That being Haason Reddick. Our head coach Raheem Morris is from Jersey. Maybe they can connect on a Jersey level. Anything to make this move happen. But I think, like I said, I think it will happen regardless. But just an added booster in there as well, both from the same area. So we'll see where it goes. But that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.